Now, it may give the impression that I've been coming down hard on K-pop, but that's not the case. I'm just giving out some tough love. I don't believe it should be the only representative quote-unquote art form that the Korean government and news media are promoting to the rest of the world, but it would be unfair of me to neglect to mention what it has accomplished. And I think K-pop is succeeding in something that not many people are really aware of. Now, I guess if you read the title of this video, you can guess what I'm about to talk about. A couple years ago, a former Korean film professor of mine said this to me. Now, this was before the current form of the Korean wave had taken hold. He said, no matter what South Korea does, no matter what kind of entertainment or images or like champions it puts out there, none of them will be a better advertisement for Korea than Kim Jong-il. That's not to say that Kim Jong-il is advertising Korea. That's to say that when people around the world think of the word Korea, they usually think of Kim Jong-il and North Korea. And the one image they associate with Korea or North Korea is Kim Jong-il. It really is hard to compete with a chubby guy who wears this like plain jumpsuit and hair that sticks up a little bit. But the thing is, I think K-pop truly is competing with not just the image of Kim Jong-il, but with that notion that he represents Korea. That's not to say that K-pop is competing, that it's like a battle like one versus the other, but the association between K-pop and Korea is supplanting in people's minds the association between Kim Jong-il and Korea. Let's face it, it would be much better if when people think the name Korea, they think of K-pop rather than North Korea and nukes and danger. And I wouldn't be surprised if part of the government's reason for promoting K-pop is to put that image out there to compete with the image of Kim Jong-il. And honestly, I think it's been sort of effective. Now, for a long time, the international community thought, oh, Korea, the Korean Peninsula, even South Korea must be a dangerous place because there are always threats of nuclear war. And even though K-pop videos don't represent what Korea is actually like, what Korean life is like, it's a much more pleasing and attractive image than Kim Jong-il. No, I'm not just saying that K-pop's only merit is that it's better than North Korea and Kim Jong-il. I am simply looking at this comparison in terms of their influence on the rest of the world. And I think this is an issue that most people haven't considered yet, and I think it's worth considering. And did you even know that the Korean government, I don't know if they've gone ahead and done this, but they were thinking of kind of blasting K-pop over the walls into North Korean territory as this kind of psychological warfare to show the soldiers there like, oh, look at what kind of entertainment we have. I can anticipate skeptics going, oh, they want to torture North Koreans by blasting K-pop over there. But whether you're a skeptic or a fan, it is still kind of a funny means of psychological warfare. But it's also symbolic of, like I'm saying, this larger image war, and that's really interesting. So thanks K-pop for at least doing much good for the image of the Korean Peninsula as a whole.